All right, so welcome to the aquarium at Moving On.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Jim Del Piano from Kordsa, who's come to Moving On to talk about the new company that you started, which, well, why don't you tell me about it? That's all about reinforcing tires, but maybe you can give me the elevator pitch.
I will. So Kordsa is, we consider ourselves the reinforcer, and we reinforce tires, and our business model is 1 out of every 3 tires around the world has our product in it, and 2 out of every 3 aircraft tires has our product in it. And we make reinforcement material for tires. It's mainly polyester and nylon, kind of dumb stuff. But we're expanding our business line into alternate sources of reinforcement, learning from how we developed our first. So now carbon fiber reinforcement for lightweighting automobiles and for aircraft and aerospace, and also for concrete reinforcement on how we believe it'll way to lower the cost of manufacturing, make smoother highways, again, help our technology.
Assuming as well?
Lighter materials. Lightweighting is really one of the key things. Have the same strength, much lighter, and that's how we're going to continue to lower costs.
So where do you intervene in the manufacturing process? If you're working with 3 different tire manufacturers or cement manufacturers?
So we come in as one of the raw material suppliers, and most of our customers call it reinforcement. And we make fabric that sticks well to rubber, and it's how they structure the tire. So when you look at a tire, if you ever cut it, it's got all kinds of fibers in it. So we make, and our tire customers use that. They build upon that, add layers of rubber. It's a very complicated process. Right. Okay. Right. But it's the body, it's the bones of a tire today. Will that be the tire of the future? Probably not.
Will you participate in the design process for the tire too, or do you come in when the tire is designed? Like how I'm talking about, how do you integrate your product into theirs?
So it varies with a number of our customers. So some of our customers come to us with ideas. Say we need a product that, and it gets down to the physical characteristics. How much does it stretch? How much does it shrink? But sometimes they'll tell us is that we have an idea and we need you guys' ideas. And it works both ways. We like the ones when customers come to us and say, we have a problem, can we jointly work on a solution? We think those are the best solutions because it takes the best that we have and it builds on the best that the customer has. We end up with a solution that's greater than anybody could have thought of. We think that's one of the strengths that we bring, and we do that a lot.
Now, company?
No, it's not, actually.
No.
Our company started back in the early 70s.
I see.
Turkish company, our headquarters in Istanbul. And we started there, and we've grown to companies around the world. So we have plants in North America, Brazil, Thailand, and Indonesia. So we use that footprint to serve our customers around the world.
What makes your company different from the competitors?
What we think that we bring is a level of the industry. This product has been around for 30 or 50 years. And a lot of people look at it, it's the same stuff it was 30 or 50 years ago. We believe there's still ways to innovate. How do you change things? Quarter building is we developed a joint venture, not joint venture, but a partnership with a local university called Sabancı University. They're in the same building that we're in. First 3 floors are manufacturing and R&D, PhD, MS students are there. Our headquarters are on the top floor. We think that kind of collaboration is what is needed to solve problems in the future. So you got to keep thinking. We've won the top R&D center in Turkey for the last 5 years because we keep investing in R&D, hire smart people, have them solve problems.
So what are the driving principles behind it? I mean, do you say, okay, we're innovating to be lighter, we're innovating to be more durable, we're innovating for less wear? Like, what's the end game for you?
It's kind of a hard question. I mean, in reality, we want our business to be successful, right? So the reason we've made these investments in technology and in R&D is because we want to be the leader in our industry, have our customers recognize that. At the end of the day, they buy from us. We also want to make sure that we're not sitting on our hands, that you can't rely on the for what you've done in the past. You have to change. You have to reinvent yourself. We take that very seriously. We constantly have to reinvent. If that means that we're going to sell less of a product in the future, that's the answer of the industry. You can't hide from it. Change comes. So,
well, that was a good question. So, disruption is the big issue of the day, right?
Yeah.
One might have thought, oh yeah, we're a disruption-proof business because everybody needs tires. However, at a conference like this, you start to wonder, will there be less rolling stock in the world? Or there's just going to be less cars, less vehicles? What do you have a predictive, position on this?
If it is, it's bad because we can't predict the future. But we try to observe trends and what could be driving things. How could trends be different? Michelin today introduced a tire that has no air. It's airless. It has none of the product in it.
Right.
Very innovative technology. And we believe that with that type of innovation, it's not the only thing out there. That's pretty innovative.
I should point out, it doesn't have your product in it because your product is built for
pneumatic tires.
Pneumatic tires.
Yes.
And this new tire has no air.
No air at all.
It's got a spoke system, and it looks like an old Roman chariot wheel made of rubber.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's actually neat technology.
So it's not a reflection on the quality of your product.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's a change in technology. And will that be the driving force for the technology? We don't know. Is it one of those areas? Yeah, it is. And you know how things develop. You start with one thing and it evolves to evolve, and you end up with something that's completely different. So we believe you can't sit on your hands. I keep saying that. So our base business is reinforcement for pneumatic tires. We also think it's important for us to develop, we call them adjacencies. We think carbon fiber composites is going to be a huge growth business for us. Lightweighting, continue to take more metal out of cars and make the cars lighter. Because with the new CAFE standards for fuel economy requirements, you got to get lighter. Tires, you get better rolling, so it goes further. But you got to take weight out. So we think that you have to continue to develop other areas. Where we were 5 years ago, we were just a supplier to the tire industry for pneumatic tires. Now we're changing that. We're going to continue to grow. And we want to grow with our customers. They have a lot of demands. Sometimes they ask some things that are just, we've never thought about that. God, that's a crazy idea.
Right.
And we got to grow with them.
So the theme of this conference is collaboration.
Yes.
People are talking about it a lot. How manufacturers have to collaborate with IT people, with insurers, so how much is collaboration part of your business? You've indicated that it's an important part.
Very important.
But who do you bring together around the table when you're working?
So sometimes it depends on the product. Most of the time we'll bring in suppliers and our customers. Recently I talked about university. So we have an open collaboration with Swansea University for development, because it's funny when you get kids in a room thinking that there's no doors. It's amazing you develop out of that. But working with customers and working with suppliers, you get great solutions, and that's how you have to have that. We have good ideas. Sometimes I think we have great ideas, but sometimes not so much. That you got to find the right answer, and the right answer is by. That's how you develop the best solution.
Do you? It's plastics. Your product. It's an oil-based product. What is the future for that? I mean, are we going to move? Are we going to stay with plastics? With, I don't know, organic compounds or other stuff. I mean,
there's been a lot of development for bio-based materials for both polyester and nylon. Today, the technology doesn't develop far enough. It just doesn't have good economics. It just is not where it needs to be yet, at least not without government subsidies. It'll be there. So we think in the immediate term, I don't know if that's 15 or 25 years, we think plastic-based technology is still going to be a dominant source in the industry. That being said, that's why we think now's the time for us to change our business to expand into these, we call them adjacent industries for us, that it builds on our technology strength but grows into new business lines.
Sounds exciting.
It is exciting.
Sounds like a cool future. I just was given the warning that we need to shut it down. So thank you. Talk to you. And is there anything else? Any last words before we?
The only last word I would say is this conference is just amazing. And the thing to think about is they brought all these people together essentially to talk about ideas.
Yeah.
And the output, I mean, how do you measure the output? And it's kind of like they planted a seed and they're going to watch it grow. Something I've never been a part of. Pretty exciting to be here.
Hope you come back next year.
I hope so too.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.